Oh, mo. I made 2 videos, but I gave too much information, and they're almost completed videos. I gotta be mindful because if I want to do the live streaming, there is no retakes. So let's get this one done. Wow. This video is for the December 17th, 2025, Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope y'all will have a great day. Ooh, excuse me. For me, it is currently 21:49, which is 9:49 p.m. on December 15th, Monday. Be mindful. Don't give out too much information because there's no retakes when we do live streaming. It's okay. It's okay. We good. Sorry, just pep talking myself. I did make a list. I'm going to talk about Unmotivated. I'm going to talk about my Amazon purchase. I'm going to talk about Costco purchase. And then if we have time, I want to talk about the real Koreans and living off the land. I do apologize if you hear Opus Jr. going on and off, which is my Prius. He is currently charging my battery bank, which is at 99%, because when I first started the video, he was at 80. Man, I hope I get this right. So let's get started. Unmotivated. I got up at 7, of course. The sleep isn't that great. I think it's my 6th day of being homeless, still on high alert. I don't think I could ever go into a deep sleep. Who knows? But it is somewhat getting better. I had a lot that I wanted to do today. I thought I was gonna do. I wanted to go get the smog check. I also want to get the spark plugs, and I also want to look for a place and make the box and also go to work. I did none of that. I just veggied out. I don't know what happened. I wasn't sad or anything. I was just flat out unmotivated. Just didn't want to do anything. I just sat there just, wow. I have so many things I have to do and I just don't want to do it. And this happened because I was ready to go when I made the coffee. From 7 to 7:30, I made the coffee, got myself ready, and then I head over to Walmart. And that's when I just had no energy. The good news was the bums did not smell that bad today. And there were more homeless people, so I'm cool with homeless people because they're like me. Keep it clean, keep it courteous, and be respectful. But then there's the bums, and just, man, I just hope they will go away. Because they're dirty, obnoxious, and they just make it harder for homeless people like me. They just make it harder because for people who live in homes, they don't have a separation between those that consider or not. They just view everybody as, homeless, bums, or whatever. They just kind of clump us all together. But that's not it. That's not how it is. Those are homeless. We're trying to get back into society. We're just trying to work our way back up. Anyways, I kind of gathered myself together about, I think, 2 or 3. I realized, well, if I want to get out of this, I gotta keep it moving. I gotta take action. And I realized I think one thing that's controlling me, not controlling, that's heavily contributing, is my body. And right now I'm not feeding my body the proper nutrients. I'm not giving the proper exercise because they say your gut is your second brain. That is true. That's why processed food are so much less expensive than real food, because real food will help you think better, think more clear. It helps your body to flow better. And of course, even the natural food are being attacked with GMO. So there's really either that or just a lot of chemicals on the fruits or vegetables, whatever it may be. So of course I need to cut down on the words. So we need to be very mindful and have discernment on the things we eat, because our gut is the second brain. Of course, we also have to take care of the mind, our main brain, our conscience, because those two would contribute to our decision making, which is the soul, who are us, the heart. And I went to get out food. I hope I'll get out I hope I will be more motivated tomorrow. I'll get the things I need to do, which is the smog, the spark plug, and the box. We shall see. But if I don't get the box, I'll probably start working and think about the box later, or probably work on the box while I'm working. And for those that don't know, when I say work, I'm talking about Uber Eats. It's a food delivery service that I do. We'll see. I did purchase some stuff on Amazon. I purchased USB-C magnetic things, which are these guys. And these guys, they just clip on. And it's very easy. It just clips on and it'll charge. I have everything for studio mode. So I'm trying to stop saying so. When I go to the library or to a store, any place where I'm stationary, I have the USB plugs, the magnetic USB plugs ready, USB-C plugs ready, but I don't have it for travel, which is for my car, and I need to get those. I did purchase, I think 3. I got some other things, but I forgot what it was. I guess we'll have to wait until the Amazon comes. The other thing I bought off Amazon is kimchi. And this one's going to be interesting because the seller requires a physical address, not the Amazon storefront nor the Amazon locker. We'll see how my address goes. Supposedly I'll get an email and a text, and they'll put in a bigger box for me. I don't know how it's going to be, and I also kind of want to test it out. We'll see how that goes. Next is Costco. I went to Costco. I got yogurt. I think it's called Greek yogurt. I also got frozen fruit for the yogurt. I got apples, gala apples, the fresh one. Everything's in the fridge. I also got goat cheese because I know it's important. It's also nutritious for the body. That's it. And the reason why I got the Greek yogurt and the frozen fruit is I remember seeing a content creator from TikTok. She was talking about how she used yogurt and chia seeds, a lot of chia seeds, and also fruits, and it helped her be full from the morning to noontime. That is what I need, and this is what I want to test out to see if it's true. Don't believe every spirit, but to test them to see if it's true. So I am testing the spirit. I got the yogurt. For the chia seeds, I do want to let everyone know it's a good idea to grind the chia seed. Did I bring the grinder? I didn't check. If I didn't, I'll probably have to later tomorrow get it, bring it. Because I do want to share that chia seeds are very nutritious. And the way we get it is we have to break through the seeds. And most of us are not going to break through the seeds. We're probably going to munch on them a little bit and swallow it. So that's why it's a good idea to grind it fresh, put it in, and then consume it to get all the nutrients. I'm going to try that to see how that goes, because when I get ready, it takes about half an hour. And I'm thinking, before I get ready to make the yogurt first, get the cheese, put the frozen fruits in there, and while I'm getting ready, the fruit should be good enough to thaw, and then I could consume it then. That's my plan. And of course, apple, before I go to brush my teeth, I'll eat the apples first. I'm not sure if I should eat 1 or 2. I prefer if I could eat 2, but then apples are kind of expensive, so I'd probably eat 1. The goat cheese, I'll use that when I'm eating ramen, or I'll eat it with apples because they taste great with apples. Oh, I forgot to buy the salt and pepper, because we need salt, not the table salt. I'm talking about like sea salt, because at the Vietnamese store they have the salt from the ocean mixed with chili pepper. Grab that, it tastes great, and it'll have the minerals that we need for our body. That is it. Now the extra stuff, I wrote down the real Korean and living off the land. I went kind of too far in this one. Maybe I'll talk about these. So when I went to Costco, I was trying to speak Hmong, but I ended up speaking Korean instead, and I kind of didn't realize it. It went over my head. Like if I say no, like, oh, like that's not good, it'll be like Gio, it means no in Hmong, but I end up saying Ani, which means no in Korean. Or if something's good, in Hmong it'll be Kaku, but I'll say Mashita, Mashio. Sorry. My Korean is not that good, and this is the embarrassing part. There were Koreans there. Usually there are no Koreans, because the place I go to, they're mainly Vietnamese, and there'll be Chinese people, but not really Koreans. They'll be really rare, but today was the day the Korean people were out, and I said a lot of other Korean words, and of course my Korean is very bad. I used to could speak it, but that was, I think, 20 years ago. And in my mind I thought I was speaking Hmong, but I kind of noticed, well, these Korean people, why are they getting near me? And some of them were like walking around near. To me, I don't mind it. It's okay. But I think they thought I was Korean. Because when I started replaying the words in my head, I was like, oh no, I'm not speaking Hmong, I'm speaking Korean. Oh no. So I was very embarrassed, for myself, because I pretty much butchered the Korean words, and I kind of got flustered, and when I saw the Korean people, I kind of dashed away. But that was pretty fun. Maybe that was the sign to sharpen up my Korean, but I really gotta learn the Hmong though. Next is living off the land. I received a new commenter, which I thought was really cool. He was talking about how he was recommending a survival guide, and the reason why I'm sharing is, I think everyone, maybe not everyone, I think it's a good idea for most people to get one, because you never know what's going to happen. I mean, I'm not too worried about myself, because I could forage, I could also fish, not just for fish alone, but also crayfish and other stuff. If I need to hunt, I probably can, but unfortunately I made an oath, so I'm temporarily a vegetarian until I can eat meat, which I really do, and I really miss eating meat. But I gotta fulfill my oath with the Father of Heaven first before I could do that. And the reason why I bring this up is if anything happens, if the government were to say, we don't have this, we don't have that, like the toilet paper, remember how people freaked out and they started buying a lot of toilet paper? If you knew how to live off the land, or just not too dependent, you'll understand there's other ways to do things. Like people, they use I think it's called a bidet or something like that. I think I butchered the name, where they use water to clean themselves. For me, back in my days, I either use I don't know, it sounds really gross, but this was back when I was in Vietnam. We had leaves, we had newspaper, we had those little cutout square papers. We used that. I mean, in here, if I was here, I'd probably cut up like sheets of cloth and use that, and then wash it and then throw it in the washer, because that will kill the bacteria. You could use it that way. So I'm not too worried in case, not just that, even food, if they won't sell vegetables or leafy greens or anything like that, I know what wild edibles to forage. It's not the end for me. I can still eat. Of course, I can mix it with rice, which is great. And that's why I say I would recommend for those that have zero clue about foraging, maybe pick up one of those survival guides, because you never know, you may need them. And I would say not just read it, but try it out, just so if something does happen, hopefully nothing will happen, but if something does happen, you have the comfort, I'm alright. I'm not gonna trip out like these other people, because it's not the end. I'll be able to handle it. Anyways, I'm stretching the video too long. Of course, it's too long again. That's all I have for this video. I gotta rest. Yay, my battery bank is fully charged, and I gotta go find a place to sleep. And that's all I have for this video. I want to say thank you to those that have watched the video all the way through. If you are new and enjoy the content, please consider helping me out with a like, a comment, a share, and if you're not subscribed, to subscribe. Any interaction with the video will help out the channel. It'll let the YouTube land know that I'm a good content creator, and it'll help push out my content. To all my returning viewers, thank you so much for your support. I'm very grateful and very thankful, and it's very encouraging for me to keep moving forward. And of course, I want to make more content. I'm actually kind of worried in a way, like how am I going to do the vlog videos, but we'll see. I have to get into it to know what it'll actually take. I did get the table and everything, so hopefully that'll make it easier for me. I'll show that setup later on, because these kind of videos, this video is only temporarily, these daily videos until the end of the year, is pretty much an oath to myself, not to the Father in heaven, to see if I could do the video every day. And so far, doing a good job, so I'm grateful for that. That's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next, the Most High willing, hallelujah and Sinji Dua, and I hope y'all will have a great Wednesday.